Hello and welcome back to my series about designing clay cutters. In the last videos I showed you the interface of Shapr as well as Fusion and how to design a simple circular clay shutter in both softwares. In this video I will show you a bit more complex cutter. We will do a tear shape and a flower shape, and in this video it will be in Shapr. To start, open your software and open a new design. Start by going over to Sketch, here, and selecting the bottom plane. This will put us automatically in the top view, which you can see over here. Select the circle tool and place your circle on this origin point. Make it 12 mm, or whatever dimension you want to use. You can make your cutter smaller or larger. Now, choose the line tool and go to this purple line and place the start of your line somewhere here. It doesn't matter where. We will change this later. And then select the edge of this circle. Click Escape. So it will end this line and start a new one on the start point of the first one. And then do the same. Select one place on this circle. And then escape again, and escape again, so we will end the function. Now select this line and click Shift on your keyboard and select the circle and choose Tangent. Now these are perfectly aligned. Do the same on the other side. Select this line, select the circle, Tangent. Perfect. The next step is to determine the dimension from the top point to the center of our teardrop, of our circle. Let's make this 12 mm too. Maybe 15, make this a bit longer, but you can do whatever you want. This is already a perfect teardrop shape. We will go over here to trim and remove this part of the circle. We don't need it. So now it looks even better. You can now decide if you want to have this as a rounded corner or if you want it like this as a sharp corner. I will show you how to do the rounded one. Go over to Arc, click here, and then click somewhere over here. And then you can see the arc already. Place it somewhere, click Escape, select the arc, select the line, Tangent. Select the arc, select the line, Tangent. And now if you go here and select the arc, it will show you the radius. And you can make this smaller or larger. Let's say 1 mm. And again, use the trim function to trim away the unwanted lines. So this is now the teardrop. This is the base of our cutter. And this counter we just drew is the internal cutting edge for our cutter. To create the rest for our cutter, we will use the offset function, which is over here. Select, go to the outline. Use this arrow to drag it out and type in 0.4 mm. This is our cutting edge. Our cutting edge in the end will be 0.4 mm wide. Go over to offset again. Click on the internal line. Drag it out and type in 0.8 mm. This will be the support for our cutting edge. I will show you how it will look later. And then go to offset again and create the last offset for this cutter. Drag it out and type in 3 mm. Like this. Perfect. So this is all you need for your first cutter. Click on Exit Sketch. Use the cube or Shift in your mouse to rotate the view. And the next step is now to extrude these outlines to make it a solid object. We will be starting with the internal cutting edge. Select it, just click within it like this. Take this arrow and pull it up and type in 15 millimeter and enter. Like this. So this is the cutting part. The next one, this one here, 10 millimeter, will be our support. It is here just to strengthen the cutting edge, because this is already very thin, and this is just to make it thicker and more sturdy. And the last one is the handle. Make it 3 millimeter. Well done. This is your first cutter. So you will have the cutting edge, the support, and the handle. As you can see, if you look from the underside, these are 3 different bodies at the moment. If we would print it like this, if we would now export it and print it, it could be that your slicing software will separate them. So it will print this and the support and the handle in separate parts, which is not what we want. To change this, to merge them into one, go over here to items. Here you can see the bodies. Select them all and go over to union. Make sure this is set to off and click done. Now it's just one body, which is what we want to have for printing. Great, so this cutter is ready and could be exported for 3D printing, which, as I showed before, is over here, Share, Export, Export Project, and then STL. However, I also want to show you another design, just so you see a bit more of the functionality of Shapr. So to do this, click on Sketch again, select the plane, same as before. You can rotate this, just for reference, you can rotate your view up here, like this. And now we want to draw a circle here, doesn't matter where, just leave enough distance to the other one, and make this one 12 millimeter. Then draw another circle, make it 12 millimeter. The next step is to rotate this circle around this center point. That's the reason why I drew this circle, just to have the center point. To do this, go to More and find Pattern. You see this little arrow here. If you click on it, it will show you linear and circular pattern. We need circular. So select it, select this top circle, and now you see this little center point. Depending on where you place it is where it will rotate around. So if you place it here, it will rotate around here. We want it to rotate around this circle. That's why I added the circle. So now you can see if I do this, it will rotate around this center point here. Enter 360 degrees. And now you can choose how many rotated circles you want, which are the petals of the flower. And let's say 6, which will look like this. Or you do 5, standard flower line. Let's do this. Let's trim away all these unwanted lines. To do this, let's delete this center circle. And if I would try to trim them away like this now, it will give me an error message because it is still part of the pattern constraint. To delete this constraint, hold your mouse over here and this one will show up. This is the constraint. You can also make constraints and dimensions visible all the time when you go over here to Constraint Settings and select Show Constraint. Now they will be visible all the time. Same as for dimension, you can toggle them off and on here. So now you see the constraint, which is this one here. If you go over to this little bin, delete constraint, now these are treated as separate circuits like this. Okay, select trim again and delete all the unwanted lines like this. Just select them one by one. Perfect. So the outline for the flower is done, and now we will do the same as with the previous one. We will go to Offset, select the contour, and drag this little arrow and type 0.4 millimeter, enter. Select the inner one again, drag it out, 0.8 millimeter, enter. Inner one again, 3 millimeter, enter. Perfect, the sketch is ready. We can go to Exit Sketch, rotate our view again, like this, and extrude this by clicking into this contour. Use the arrow to drag it out, type in 15 millimeter to extrude the cutting edge. Well done. Like this. Select the second contour, drag it out and type in 10 millimeter, enter. And the last one, this one, 3 millimeter, and enter. So this cutter is good to go as soon as we merge the bodies. Let's do this. Go over to Items, select the bodies, and select Union, and click Done. Perfect. So now we have these two cutters, which we can now print. To export them for printing, click Share, click Export, Export Project, select STL, and now make sure you toggle this off. Save each first level item separately. This will make sure that we will get two separate files, one for the flower and one for the tear. Export. And save it to your computer. Alright, that's it. You created your first a bit more complex cutters. I will show you way more detailed cutters in the future in the next few videos. But for now, that's it, and well done. Thanks for watching this video, and if it helped and you have any questions, please leave a comment below and like it and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching again, and have a good day.